Okay guys, we're gonna check the trap, see if, no, the trap is still up. So there's no skunk in the trap. Now we've got to check and see if there's a skunk in the freezer or the chicken coop. Hooray. Good morning, everybody. I am Jeff, the Homestead Dad, and welcome to the homestead. So it is Saturday morning. Some crows hanging out over there. I have our pig bucket right here, food to give to the animals. So I haven't checked the trap yet. I wanted to do that with you guys. Let's see if the trap is set or if it's tripped and if there's anything in there. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's go look. I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything in there. That's what was my worry. So here's the trap. The problem that I see is that here's the trap with cat food in it. Here's the coop with chicken eggs and chicken food. What reason do they have to go eat the cat food? This could be troubling. Anyway, let's go milk. So chores are done. I'm gonna run over to Tractor Supply. I want to get these propane tanks filled up. I think there's 8 of them. Kids are inside helping my wife clean up. We're having an engaged couple come over as part of our church's marriage preparation. They kind of pair each engaged couple with a married couple, and we happen to be one of the married couples that they pair people with. So we just kind of talk to them about marriage, about our marriage, about, you know, and then we've got like a whole kind of curriculum that we go through that we really like. Our church's marriage prep is great. It's very extensive, which I think is important, especially today's day and age. So we are happy to do that. They're coming over for our first meeting with them today. So the kids are helping clean up the house. I'm gonna get some of this stuff done. And if I get a chance, I want to coat this forge right here with, I think it's called Castellite. It's a powder right now, but you'll mix it with water and it becomes kind of like a cement. It's called a castable refractory. So it covers, let me show you, it covers the wool. So this wool lining right here is, right now it's rigidized, which means it's kind of made to be almost like stale, like hard. But if you don't put something over that, fibers could come off and you could breathe them in and it would be bad. So you cover it with castable refractory. So I need to do that, and then I can use these propane tanks and I can start forging. So just down the road from my Tractor Supply is a metal recycling place. So I figured I'd stop by, see if they had anything that was worth banging on, using as an anvil shaped object or anything like that. There's lots of little angle steel, and there's lots of big angle steel here too. I don't know if there's anything I want to buy, but I figure it can't hurt to look, so let's go ahead and look. Hey guys, so there really wasn't a whole lot there. That yard was a lot smaller than the one I was at before, and I bought the big bars. I was talking to the operator who moves all the metal around. He said they've got a bigger yard over in Howell, which I knew about. And he said when he used to work there, he would take the anvils and set them aside, and he's like, I don't know if they've got any now, but I may run over there just to look and see. I did get a couple drill bits like this. And then a guy who was there, his name is Clint, I met he and his father. They were getting rid of stuff, and he's like, hey, I was gonna sell these, but if you want them, you can have them. So he gave me, I don't know, a dozen, 15 railroad spikes, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that couple's coming over. I gotta go inside and get showered. I got my hand all greasy from those bits. So I need to shower off. See you guys later. Good morning, everybody. It is colder this morning. It is windy this morning. It was super windy last night, and actually now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the strap that goes around the front of the garage there ripped out one or the other. It was probably almost as windy as the bomb cyclone. Maybe not as much sustained wind, but it sounded like there was a truck engine revving in the barnyard, in the homestead yard, all night long. And then you'd get gusts of wind where it just felt like it was going to blow the house down. And it rained, so everything is wet. Ground is still mostly frozen, except for where I have to walk right over here. I haven't checked the trap to see if I got the skunk, so I guess let's do that before I change into my milking clothes, because that might change how I attack this morning if there's a skunk in there. Let's go see. I think we got a skunk. Oh yeah, there's a skunk in there. Well, that changes things. Okay then. I'm gonna go. You guys probably can't even hear me. It's so windy. I'm gonna go get my milking clothes on and get a tarp. Oh, the wind is gonna make this a mess because I've done it before. I'll tell you when I get in the barn. Okay, I have a couple things going against me. I have a couple things going for me. The first thing that's against me, whoa, is it's icy. That could be bad. The second thing I have against me is it's windy. That might also be a plus because it's just going to be noisy and maybe the skunk won't hear me. So I'm going to use a towel instead of a tarp like I've used in the past. A towel, a little heavier, won't flap as much, won't be as noisy. So that's my thought with that. The other thing I've got going for me is that it's kind of stuck in between several of those 55-gallon barrels. So I think I should be able to get up pretty close to it before it even realizes I'm there. And then if I just go slow from there and lay this down over the top, hopefully I don't get sprayed. That's what I'm hoping for. Because if you look right now, like I could walk all the way up there next to that blue barrel and it not ever see me. So if I just start there and then kind of come out and lay this down over the top, I'm really hoping this works. We're about to find out. Okay, worst case scenario, I slip and fall on the ice, hurt myself, and get sprayed by a skunk. Here's to hoping that doesn't happen. So I can't get it on this side, but I think if I just gently scooch it forward, I should be able to ease the towel over that, and hopefully I can pick it up and bring it out of the way. Decide what I want to do to dispatch him. I'm not going to discuss that on this channel because it might get me demonetized, but so far so good. That way has worked every time. If you can get them so they can't see a target, they won't spray. So it's back here. The wind is blowing from that way, from the front of the property to the back. So now if he sprays, it's not gonna stink up the whole house. Yeah, so I'm gonna deal with it and I'm gonna go do milking. You won't see the skunk anymore. Well, that honestly could not have gone any better. Being on a weekend and my wife being home, and then just being able to get over there with a towel. And like I said, I've done this a couple times. Most of the time I do it with a tarp, but the blanket seemed to work well. As long as they can't see you and they can't see a target, it seems like they won't spray. Your mileage may vary, but so far so good with me. Also, I wanted to tell you, the garage in a box, the reason that the strap came off the front was, I think I told you guys before, when we had that bomb cyclone, the whole shed got pushed back, and the way it kind of rotated, the poles went from here to here, so the overall width is slightly narrower now, so the strap is not as tight, so it was able to flap loose and come off. I just hitched it back on. I've got to push the whole shed back forward, and then I think I may like knock some rebar or something into the ground so that the post can't blow back as easily. Although when it's being lifted off the ground, I'm not sure what I can do. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's it for now. We're going to go to church in a little bit. I'll see you guys in a little while. We're getting ready to go to church. If you're interested in learning how I took care of the skunk, go follow me over on the Homestead Dad group on Facebook. I'm going to probably leave a description there, just so that people who aren't interested don't have to deal with it on this channel. So Homestead Dad Facebook group. Well, you guys saw we were just at airtime having fun. Remember what I said this morning about, hey, the garage in a box, you know, it lasted, it's made it through the windiest days we've had so far, it should be good. Well, we got home and that's what it looks like. Poo. I'm gonna go throw some gloves on and see what, if anything, is salvageable. Okay, so I've had the three oldest help me. We kind of flipped it back over and brought it over here. Actually, none of the tarps that I can see ripped. None of the poles bent. I think it just flipped over and then it shook part of the poles out. The problem is right here. So here's the ground anchor right here, still in the ground. I think the cable that came with it and the cable tie must have let go. There's no putting it up right now in this wind. So what we're gonna do is we've just got it over all of this stuff. We're using cinder blocks and logs to hold the tarp so that it's not gonna blow away anymore. And then later this week, when it warms up and it's not as windy, we'll come out here and hopefully within just a few minutes, you know, less than a half an hour, we can get this thing put back together. So that's the plan. I'll let you know what it looks like at that point, but so far it seems like everything is, you know, has held up. The one ground clamp, you know, or the anchor for the wire came off, but everything else seems to be okay. So that's good. Well, we're gonna take advantage of the wind, or the kids are, and they're gonna fly a kite. You guys aren't gonna be able to hear a thing. Thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, the 2-day weekend vlog. See, they're getting it up there in the air. Smash that like button, click on subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Want to say goodbye, sweetheart?
Bye.
See you guys later. Crash and burn. Say hi, bud.
Hi. I'm cowboy number 2.
Cowboy number 2.